Hello, everyone. My name is Seth, and it's time for an Oscar recap. All right, so I know this isn't an Oscar, but it's the closest thing that I have. The 95th Oscars was Sunday, and in this video, I'm going to go ahead and recap all of the winners and give you my thoughts. But before I go any farther, go ahead and like the video, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can receive notifications for when I upload my next video. All right, so I'm just going to run down the list here. This is in no particular order, but I'm just going to run down the winners. Let's go with the very first is Best Picture. That went to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I'm not necessarily surprised by that, and I'm okay with that. I think that is a very good winner. That is perfectly fine with me. That's probably where my vote would go, although I would definitely would not fight anybody if it was Elvis or if it was Top Gun Maverick. But there were a lot of great movies this year. This was a great year for film. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once was a really good winner for Best Picture. Best Actor went to Brendan Fraser. Congratulations to him. I haven't actually seen the whole film yet. I've been behind, still catching up. I'm going to use some time to catch up on some of the Oscar films that I have missed. But from everything I've seen, he did give an incredible performance. But if I was voting, I would probably give my vote to Austin Butler. Elvis, you've heard me say it before, is one of my favorite movies of last year. It doesn't work for everybody, but it absolutely works for me. It is just incredible. And Austin Butler was a big reason of that working so well. He became Elvis. He was absolutely electric. So that's who I wanted to win. Looking at some of the award predictions and everything, I kind of expected Brendan Fraser to win. And congratulations to him. He did a great job. And he just seemed like a really nice and genuine guy. Next, Best Original Song went to Natu Natu from RRR. And I want to be honest, I didn't really love any of the songs in the Best Original Song category this year. I mean, it is what it is. If I were to vote on that, I would probably give it to Hold My Hand by Lady Gaga from Top Gun Maverick. But I really wasn't in love with any of the songs this year. Best Actress went to Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I think she deserved it. She was awesome. She gave such a great performance in that movie. Go back and watch my review of Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you missed it, you can hear my full thoughts on that, but this is well deserved. Next on the list is Best International Feature, goes to All Quiet on the Western Front. Just talking with some friends and seeing some of the online predictions, I thought that would win Best International, but it did win a couple of others that we'll get to in a minute that I was a little bit surprised at won, but I'm not taking anything away from anybody on this. Like I've said before, congratulations. Congratulations to anybody who wins it, whether I think that's where my vote would go or not. Best Supporting Actor with the Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I am so happy for him. He was amazing in this movie. Like I said in my review, I fell in love with his character within like the first 10 seconds of him being on screen. And he was just incredible through the whole thing. His story is really inspiring. It was just so nice to go back and see him accepting his award and just how happy and overcome with emotion he was. Like I'm really happy for him. That's who I wanted to win. That's who I would have voted for. And so congratulations to him. Next is Best Supporting Actress, and that went to Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I love Jamie Lee Curtis. She was really good in this. I was surprised to learn that this was only her first nomination. She's incredible in everything. So I'm so happy that she finally got to be nominated and win an Oscar. That's incredible. Best director went to the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I think that this was well deserved. They put so much care into every single shot. Every shot was well thought out, well planned. Everything was telling a story. They took a script that I'm sure was absolutely wild, and they were able to take these abstract concepts and some of these just really weird things and make it work. So I absolutely think that this is well deserved. That's who my vote would have went. Best animated feature was Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. And when I first saw the trailer for this, I thought, oh yeah, that's going to win best animated feature. And it did. I heard a lot of other people thinking it would, and I kind of expected it to. That's probably where my vote would have gone. Best original score went to All Quiet on the Western Front. I think that was another one, like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, that I think was a little bit of a surprise that it won, at least from some of the research I've done and some of the conversations I've had with friends. I really don't have much of an opinion on this, mostly because, honestly, my pick for who I think should have won Best Original Score wasn't even nominated. I think The Batman should have been nominated and should have won for Best Original Score, but that's neither here nor there. Your winner for Best Original Score is All Quiet on the Western Front. I'm going to go over these next couple categories pretty quick. One is Best Documentary Feature, and that went to Navalny. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Best Documentary Short Subject, and that goes to The Elephant Whisperers. And Best Live Action Short, and that went to An Irish Goodbye. Best Adapted Screenplay went to Women Talking, written by Sarah Polley. And if I had my vote, I would have voted for Glass Onion because I absolutely love Glass Onion. I wish there was a little bit more of Glass Onion representation at the Oscars this year in terms of nomination. I feel like the script for Glass Onion was just really clever. I was in the theater watching it, and I was thinking, some movies think they're clever when they're writing the script, but this script actually is clever. So that would have been my vote, but your winner for Best Adapted Screenplay is Women Talk. This next category, I think the winner was kind of a lock for me, and that is Best Original Screenplay, and that went to Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like I said earlier in this video, like I said in my review for this movie, you can go back on my channel and watch. I think this script is incredible. I was sitting watching the movie, and in the back of my mind, I was just thinking, this script must have been absolutely wild. Like, this would have been so hard to write, so hard to translate to screen, but it seems like they got all of their ideas across very successfully. And they were able to build this world and build these characters that you absolutely fall in love with. And that is the hallmark of a great script. So that would have been my vote. And your winner for Best Original Screenplay is Everything Everywhere All at Once. This next category, I think, was a lock even before they announced the nominations. And that is Best Visual Effects. And of course, that goes to Avatar: The Way of Water. I mean, it wasn't going to go to anybody else. They've done things in that movie that haven't been done with visual effects before. It's stunning to look at. The way that they captured all the visual effects was crazy. And so it's no surprise that Avatar: The Way of Water wins this award. The next category here is Best Animated Short Film, and this goes to The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Best Cinematography goes to All Quiet on the Western Front. And again, this was another one that this film won that I thought was a little bit of a surprise, at least to me, from the research I've seen, from the conversations I've had with friends. I feel like it was a little bit of a surprise. I was kind of thinking that Roger Deakins for Empire of Light would have won. He did an interview for a magazine that he was just able to lay out what exactly he did with his lighting setup and everything. Like it, he's one of the greatest cinematographers of all time. I thought he was probably going to win that one, but if I had my vote, I probably would go for Elvis. That probably wouldn't be my vote. I loved Elvis's cinematography. It was frenetic and just super fast paced, but it slowed down, I feel like, when it needed to. But your winner for best cinematography this year is All Quiet on the Western Front. Best makeup and hairstyling, I feel like this one was really a toss-up. It could have gone to a few of the different movies nominated here, but it went to The Whale, and I am not going to complain on that one. Next up is Best Costume Design, and that went to Ruth Carter for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and she won for the first Black Panther for the same award. So I kind of figured that she would probably win it again. I mean, you look at the costumes in that, and they're so intricate and they're so well done. So no complaints there for me, but everything in this category, I think, could have won because all of the nominees in this category were amazing. Best film editing goes to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and I agree with that. I might could make the argument that Elvis could have won. Again, maybe that's just my love of the Elvis movie bias kind of shining through, but I love the editing in Elvis. Again, to match the cinematography, it was so fast-paced and so well done and frenetic, and things were going everywhere, but so was Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, those two were really neck and neck, like tied for me, pretty much. Best production design went to All Quiet on the Western Front, and again, if I had my vote, you might be sick of me saying this, but I probably would have voted for Elvis on this one. All of these nominees easily could have won. And the last category is Best Sound, and that went to Top Gun Maverick. And the sound in Top Gun Maverick is amazing. That was another one where it's like you felt like you were there. Like you felt like the punch of the engines and the jets and the missiles and everything. Like you felt it. And really, I think that's one of the best things about really good sound is that not only do you hear it, you feel it. So to recap, I think it was a good Oscars. I think it was a great year in film. Maybe there wasn't necessarily a lot of huge surprises in terms of the recipients of the awards, but that's not a bad thing. In the end, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once won the most Oscars last night with 7, and I think it is well deserved. Once again, congratulations to everybody who was nominated. It might seem cliche, but it really is an honor to get nominated. In the end, only 10 films can get nominated for Best Picture, and only 5 directors can get nominated for Best Director, 5 of anything else. So it really is an honor to be nominated. But again, congratulations to everybody who was nominated. Congratulations to everybody who won. And that is it for me on my recap of the 95th Oscars. Go ahead and like the video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can receive notifications for when I upload my next video. And I will see you next time.